with regard to the endocrinology and nephrology group, it is made by three different groups: adult and pediatric endocrinology, as well as nephrology, adult nephrology. In the group of endocrinology, Dr. Rafael Simó is the leader of the group, and the interest of this group is mainly diabetes and obesity. But they are especially interested in the study of diabetic retinopathy, and in this regard it is worth mentioning that the group is leading a clinical trial of a new neuroprotective agent that is financed by the European Commission. They are also working on energy balance of the adipose tissue, and also the role that mitochondria have in the biogenesis of this adipose tissue and its development. Their priority is translational studies from in vitro to in vivo, and in this regard it's worth mentioning that they have, during 2030, made 3 different patents for new treatments of diabetic retinopathy, and an additional patent for treatment of fatty liver disease. Professor Antonio Carrascosa is the leader of the Pediatric Endocrinology group. His group has continued to be involved in a study of child growth in Barcelona and the study of gene alterations associated with growth retardation. He is also involved in a study in the evaluation of the response to growth hormone treatment, and the aim of this study is to fine-tune the indications of this treatment in children. And finally, he participates in an European study on gender differentiation-associated alterations. Finally, I am the leader of the nephrology group. During 2013, we have continued our studies in renal histology, and in this regard, it is worth mentioning that we have produced some publications in an international consortium named the INTERCOM study, and the aim of this study is to fine-tune diagnosis of renal histology in kidney allograft by means of microarray studies. We also have been involved and published a paper on the role of online hemodialysis on mortality, and we have shown that patients on online hemodialysis in comparison with usual hemodialysis have reduced mortality, especially due to a reduced probability for stroke. Finally, we have continued our studies on the biomarkers on the risk of recurrence of focal segmental hyalinosis after renal transplantation, and in this regard we have made a patent of a new biomarker, and now we are studying its potential utility in different settings, in vitro and in experimental models, and also in epidemiological studies. We have continued our studies on other native kidney disease like IgA and membranous nephropathy.